EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Logan Wilson. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Steelers.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run here with McFarland. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Ready? Like 20.
Here's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McFarland running out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Yeah, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
2nd and 11 now. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On first down, McFarland. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on second down, Roethlisberger under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Pickup of 10. But it brings up...
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time, Burrow will look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, 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 check. Block 59. Block 59. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, McFarland. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want smash. You don't want 57's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Burrow's pass.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, 32 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by
second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
59, mark, 59, mark, check, 59. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike 59. Hey, check. Mike 59.
On second and a couple, Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check 59. Let it work. 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 59 mark. Check, 59. Mike 59. Exit. Check, hot.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. There's a card in there.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. To the air again, Burrow going deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And Burrow going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
To Tyler Boyd.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
12 to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
55 mark, guys, 55. Ready? 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Burrow on play action. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back, huh? Hatch it.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Number 28.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
Brings up second and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? On second and goal, here's the option. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
He was brought down
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 13-yard line.
McFarland once more. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now here's Ross. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. First carry for James Conner, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
James Conner, the ball.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Steelers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, McFarland, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The ball carrier,
Anthony McFarland, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
21.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run on 1st down. Dodson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Able to find Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Shift. 60 Bison.
A final shot now for Burrow. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Today's final score, Steelers.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from